How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Cubold. Today we're going to be covering Summer Game Fest and gaming news. Summer Game Fest is still going on, isn't it?
No.
No?
No.
What? Explain then.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing.
It's very confusing. So Summer Game Fest was just that one day. So Summer Game Fest is that specific live stream. There's what people say that it's like the Summer of Games. That's what they're calling it.
So is it multiple conferences or just panels?
Multiple conferences. There's as of Sunday, the Sunday before this episode or podcast comes out, they're having an Xbox showcase and a PC game showcase.
I'm actually curious. Is this all at the same event plaza place?
No.
Okay, so it's just Summer Game Fest, and then people kind of tag on and do their own showcases.
Yes.
Where is that stage that they do Game Fest and Game Awards?
I'm assuming it's probably like LA or something.
That'd be cool to go to one.
I
That
do
would be.
eventually want to go to one like that, but
They're
Which
not
one?
having EA anymore, or just this year?
EA?
No.
Or not EA. What's
Um,
it called? That game conference.
Game. What's that called actually?
Why
yeah.
am I blanking on this? I was reading
E3.
about E3.
E3.
That's what it was.
That was so
The
fun.
E3 is
I love
totally
E3.
canceled, but they
Like,
make up with it for
permanently?
Summer Game Fest. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, I saw someone saying like it doesn't really fully make up for it because not everyone comes together for Game Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Only a few people. I mean, I thought it was decent. A lot of people were hating on it. Like they hate on every game conference that happens.
Well, I feel like this one's more enjoyable than the ones we've had in the past. Like last year's Game Awards was pretty good. If I
Steam
remember
Game
right.
Awards.
Yeah, the Game Awards.
That was awesome.
the
right? Wasn't it? Stray
Thanks.
won Indie Game of the Year. I think Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, you're
One
right.
game.
Yeah, Elden Ring did.
There was
win.
that guy that went on the stage.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I think people were. What were the main things they were expecting? Obviously, Bloodborne, and then I
Yeah.
think people meme on GTA 6. Like they're not going to show it during Summer Game Fest.
Well, they were expecting Mortal Kombat 1, which everyone was expecting that because that's coming out soon. I was expecting Lies of P to be shown off.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did show it off.
Yeah.
But what they didn't say was they were having a demo,
Yeah.
which we've all played. I mean, I've beaten it, and it took me like an hour or so to beat it. You haven't, but you played like 30 minutes of it.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes.
And then
It's
JJ's
amazing.
played about like 5-10 minutes.
Barely enough. I got an Apple TV to use instead of the smart TV interface, which the Apple TV is really nice. Like I know it's more expensive than other streaming devices, but it's really good in comparison to all the others. I can actually get Moonlight game streaming on that.
Oh wow.
I don't even need to use the Steam Deck, and I connected my PS5 controller, and it popped up as DualSense Edge or whatever on the Apple TV, and I could like change button mappings and stuff. It was kind of crazy.
Hmm.
But I downloaded the demo and tried Lies of P streaming from that for a little bit, and I didn't really play much. But from what I have played, it seemed pretty good.
It's very, very fun.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I'm so interested in the lore.
It's people are saying that it's the successor to Bloodborne.
Successor?
Not successor, but like it's the closest thing we're gonna get to Bloodborne PC.
I actually thought that when I was playing.
It's very
When you get in the city area.
once you get outside the train station, JJ, that's when it feels like Bloodborne. Like inside the train station, it's like you won't really see it. Once
Mhm.
you walk outside and you see the rain and you see just like the buildings everywhere, it'll feel like it.
Maybe it was something because of Moonlight, but the looking around felt floaty.
Floaty.
I don't know. It felt like really sensitive for some reason.
Huh.
I don't know. I didn't play much, so.
Huh.
I mean, you also have to turn motion blur off.
That's true. I didn't mess with settings at all.
Motion blur is in there too, so
It was it felt very Souls-like.
very fluid
Exploring.
actually.
Yeah.
The only thing I am iffy about is the dodging is a little odd at times. Like you normally with Dark Souls, you dodge and you actually go like a far distance,
Yeah.
but in this, it's like you just stay in that general area.
Well, maybe
So-
they have time to tweak things.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's coming out in August.
September.
Oh.
They pushed it in a month. I'm perfectly fine with that.
For those who don't know, Lies of P is basically like it's based off of Pinocchio, but it's like extremely it's more morbid and I don't know. Like I don't know
The
if you got to-
robots are all like turning against each other.
Yeah,
and-
I don't know
had
if you.
Jiminy Cricket in a bottle.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw the part in the train station, but like this big robot's just like hitting this person that's dead,
I didn't
like
see that.
over and over and over, and they're like just like bloody and
I don't know. It's
yeah,
really good.
it's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to play the full thing. Like demos are cool to try, but for me, I feel like I often don't play through demos because I don't feel like it's the full thing. Like when I get involved in a game, I want to play the whole thing. Like I don't want to just stop at a certain point.
Mm.
And I also don't want to play that first part again a lot of times. So I don't know if
Mm.
I'll even finish the demo. I'll probably just wait to the main game.
That's what I was thinking during playing. I was like, do I have to do all this again when I play the game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
But the thing is, it'll be tweaked though. It'll
Yeah.
be a little bit different.
It's like the Resident Evil 4 demo. Like everyone played it and said it was good, and I was considering playing it, but I would rather wait for the full game. And I'm glad I did, because like I don't want to play through the first mission and then have the demo screen pop up and then not play it for months or whatever.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, I actually never played that.
I ended up playing that.
But yeah,
Sure.
I'm excited for the full game. Just seeing initial reactions from it is good to know that
People
not just a
really like
flop.
it.
Yeah.
Also, I was getting screen tearing because it was going over my refresh rate.
that's a good issue to
It was
have.
ridiculous. Like, there's not a lot of games that do that.
Speaking of that, during the Game Fest, they announced the Samsung Odyssey Neo.
G9.
G9,
Is it Neo G9?
G9 OLED.
They have so many of those, it's
Yeah.
confusing.
Neo G9 is the IPS panel.
but this thing is an OLED ultra wide, and I'm talking like super long, ultra
49
wide.
inches. I think.
5120 by
Oh,
1440,
yeah. That's crazy.
which is I think the biggest ultra wide you can get.
is that
right
4K?
now. It's 1440p, two 27-inch 1440p screens,
Mm.
right? As one screen.
That's
You-
actually what I had previously. Like you have
That's what I have now. I have two 1440p 27 inches.
That sounds actually smaller than I'm thinking, because from all the pictures, it looks like longer than that. But I don't know.
Is that the one Patrick has?
He has that same resolution, but he has a Samsung version.
Oh, but it's
Isn't
not.
it
No,
OLED.
wait, not Samsung.
LG.
LG, I
Huh.
think.
Huh.
And I was thinking about getting the LG Ultra Gear, but I don't know. That G9 looks kind of.
You can pre-order it, right?
I think so, but I'm probably not going to get it for a while.
Hmm.
I don't have a need for it.
Yeah. I think
Ultra
the
wide is cool, but
main thing keeping me back from getting one is I'm still not sold on like having your windows like I don't know, like if the game doesn't support it, then it's in the middle, but then I have stuff. on
no,
the
it's not. You
sides.
can have it on the left or the right or the wherever you want it.
Yeah, it's weird because when I drag something over, it like clicks in and it's in that monitor. I
It
don't know,
does
it's
that
just-
on the monitors. It's called
Is there any glitches or like
what is it? Picture in picture.
what if you have a full screen game? Like what if it
Basically, picture in picture cuts your monitor into whatever sections you want it, and it acts as multiple monitors.
Hmm.
So basically, like if you have a full screen thing, throw it on the left side. It wherever that picture in picture is cut, that's where it'll end.
Hmm.
So it's like you can cut it into multiple monitors.
Hmm.
So it's not like you'll have any issues with having to turn it to borderless full screen or anything like that, or it won't mess with anything.
I feel like it would be weird having a game like on the left side of this monitor, especially if it's curved, and then you have Discord on the right
yeah,
side.
that would be
Mm.
weird.
Like
I'd have
you
it in the
to
center.
you see this seam right next to each other where Discord meets the game. It'd be kind of weird.
That is true.
But I don't know. I haven't seen it before, so eventually I want to get one.
Well, Patrick
Mhm.
says he likes it. I think he's had it for like a year now, right?
Yeah, I mean
Whatever
for
his-
work, like that's ideal.
Yeah.
For gaming, I don't know.
Well, the Xeon Flex, that's the one where you can make it flat or curved. So I feel like if you want to be like do productivity stuff on it, just turn it flat.
I know for me, black bars of any kind are super distracting. Unless it's those cinematic ones, as long as it doesn't stay for long.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I see a black bar, it's like I can't stop focusing on the fact that it's there. It just distracts me.
Hmm.
So like if you play a game on an ultra wide in a non ultra wide resolution, you'd have massive bars on either side. And
Oh,
it would
yeah.
look odd to me.
Well, I would
Ooh.
want to play it on the left side.
I feel like it's weird because then you have to like
Yeah, you'd have to turn your
look
whole
at the-
body.
I don't know.
I mean,
If
I
it's in
guess
the
if it's the
center-
way that you have the monitor, like if you center it, then I could see that.
But then what do you have like Discord on this side and then just a black bar on that side.
There wouldn't be a black bar.
There would be if you have one application open, I guess.
If you have 2 applications open, there wouldn't be any bars.
But if you want to play it in the center, I feel like most people sit in the center of the monitor.
Yeah, most people, yeah.
I don't know. I might have to watch a video of it. Maybe someone's made one where it's like,
You have
They
to
go
have a
through
pretty
all the
deep,
different stuff.
like big desk for it, though.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, like I'd rather wall mount it too if that's possible. Like,
Speaking
that'd
of
be cool.
what is it like? There's the Apple headset,
Oh, the VR,
Yeah.
the AR. Oh, it's AR, right?
It's both.
VR AR.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
telling Chug a little bit about this. He had just seen the thumbnails, which I had just seen the thumbnails too. $3,500 for this
Yeah.
thing, but it has some crazy tech in it.
Yep.
No controllers.
Yeah, I saw that. You control everything with your hands and your eyes.
The eye tracking apparently is perfect.
Mm.
Like you just look at something and then tap with your finger and then it clicks on it. Like that's just
That's crazy.
that's like movie VR tech.
Yeah, this definitely seems like it's next level. Like this is probably gonna make a lot of waves. Although, have you seen the video of the live reaction with the audience?
No.
They were like starting at they're like $3,500, and the audience started laughing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Like I don't think this is for everyone. This is
No.
definitely to get their foot in the door and just for people to be aware that it's there. And eventually it'll come down in price. Like the first iPhone, I don't think that was for everyone. That was just for like the people with a lot of money that want to be first responders on tech.
Mm.
But eventually it came down in price. I mean, it's still super expensive, but it was more affordable than the original.
I think if they're gonna when they make one, like whether it be like a what's the budget iPhone, like an SE, is that what you call it?
Something like that.
If they make an SE version later, years and years down the road, where it's like $499, then I could see it being accessible to a lot of
Mhm.
people.
I could see us being huge when it becomes powerful enough to replace like a Mac or
Mm.
something like that.
Well, they have the M2 chip in it, don't they?
Yeah, there's an M2 and an R1 chip
Yeah,
that does the AR stuff.
it's crazy.
But like if you have a Mac already, and you look at it, it'll see the screen of the Mac and it'll grab it, screen mirror it, and throw it up in front of you.
It's crazy.
So it's like those glasses we had, but next level. But I could see when this is like a few years down the road, people might buy this instead of a Mac.
Mm.
Imagine going on a trip or something and you don't have to bring like the Mac, you just bring a little pouch with the headset. You sit at a desk or whatever in your hotel room and pull up a 3-monitor display in front of
Yeah.
you. Maybe you just have a keyboard and then you could do everything you need to.
The thing is like when you guys had those glasses, I can't remember what they're called. What were they? The brand?
Yeah, I forgot what they're Unreal.
Yeah, it was really cool and it
Mhm.
was trippy.
It
But
wasn't there yet.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this looks like it's pretty much there.
I mean, for that price, it better be.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like you were saying, this I can see people using it for their dedicated work device.
I mean, Macs are already around that same range if you buy a high end one. So, like, I actually wanted to use the Unreal glasses for travel and like use it as a second screen on my Mac, but
Mhm.
it just I got too much eye fatigue, and you could still see judder there. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're small little glasses, but they actually the battery pack on the Apple one is worn at your hip. It's
Huh.
not in the headset because they wanted to save weight. So they just packed as much tech and stuff into the headset as they could, and then you have it hooked to like your belt or something with the battery pack. Or you could just plug it into the wall, I guess, with the adapter. But
I think it's gonna be so when I was getting my iPad, kind of like for casual browsing, I got what's the big one? 12-inch?
Mhm.
A lot of people I was watching videos, they were saying basically it's around the same price as like a entry level Mac. So at that point, like the large iPad is basically like an alternative Mac.
Mm.
And I think the glasses will be the same thing, where it's like you can get an iPad, or you can get a keyboard, you can get a MacBook, or you can get the glasses.
It'll already run like everything the iPhone and iPad can run. But I would imagine that developers will be making more for it just for that device.
The interface looks good too.
It does, yeah. It's
Mhm.
nice and clean.
Yeah.
People are saying this can be compared to the first iPhone,
Mm.
where like brand new, people haven't really seen it, even though there's been other headsets. Like Apple just does it better,
Yeah.
and over time, they slowly introduce it to people, and it becomes the standard.
Isn't that kind of the front facing screen?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I actually like that though. I don't know. You haven't used VR as much, But if you ever go into pass-through mode with VR, where you see the world, you can't tell if people are looking at you or they're just in game a lot of times. Because like Ben uses his Quest, and sometimes he'll go into pass-through mode to walk around the room and grab stuff or whatever, but you can't see when he's doing that. So that actually allows people to like you see their eyes, you can actually talk to them. When they're looking at you, it's not like a box on their face.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Then there's the FaceTime thing. Did you see that?
Yeah, where it renders a
Yeah. Like that's cool. Like
weird.
it's kind of
Yeah, it is.
uncanny,
weird.
but I mean, it's cool if that's even possible.
Or the what are they call those immersive pictures?
Oh, I didn't see those.
Basically, you have to be wearing the headset to take them, but you can take pictures and then you take them from various angles. Then you can view them back on your device, and it'll be like almost like a
3D
almost
model?
like you're there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is cool. Yeah, expensive. I highly doubt I would get it unless there's something like game changing in it. But
No.
They did release or show off the Quest 3 though.
oh, they showed it off.
Yeah,
Wait, Quest
it's
3?
coming out in the fall and it's going to be around 500.
This is the this is like Ben's headset, but the next
Yeah,
one.
but better. There's better tracking, better specs. I don't know the specs of it, but apparently it's going to be a very good headset.
It's kind of weird. I feel like VR is it's kind of like at where it needs to be, because like a few years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, we actually talked about VR, and one of the things is like we were saying how it's not really there because like we wouldn't buy one. I still probably wouldn't buy one, but now there seems to be so many games and like VR games showed off, and it kind of seems like it has its own little like niche in the market.
It's had a community since it's been released. I mean, for me personally, I don't feel like it's there. It'll be there. I think when it gets to that point, it'll be like a wave. It'll be like, you know how AI kind of has been prevalent on everything now. I think that once VR hits a certain point, all of a sudden you're gonna see like grandmas buying VR headsets, and you'd be like, "Oh, well, I didn't know everyone was getting this now."
I feel like that'll be AR, like the Apple thing, because like VR, I feel it may be too niche. Like Ben has one, but you don't use it hardly. Well, you haven't used it probably in like 6 months. Yeah, I feel like AR is going to be the next thing where people are using it because it does
Yeah.
have. It's kind of like the in between.
You'll know it's there when people who have no like technical background and stuff will all of a sudden have these devices.
I think Apple's going to do it though, because like
Probably.
there's old people that love Mac and Apple because it's super easy to use,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is like that next one that's going to bring those people in.
And like Apple removed the headphone jack, and they kind of pushed the industry forward.
Yeah.
Everyone hated it. Like I didn't like it, but I use AirPods, and I mean those AirPods are really nice. But I also have IEMs that if I want to, I can plug into with the adapter. So it hasn't actually affected me at all.
Yeah.
Like I can use my nicer IEMs, but I still would opt to use the AirPods every time because it's wireless. I don't have to worry about getting tangled or whatever.
Yeah.
But use your VR for like 2 months, then never touched again. That's like that's like
That's
Ben.
most
Yeah.
people. I sold my Oculus Rift.
That thing was awesome.
One, or was
I
it
loved
two?
it. I loved your Oculus Rift.
They
was.
discontinued that one, didn't they?
They did, and that
it
one's
was so good.
that one was nicer than the Quest.
I remember that.
especially with the speakers on it.
The speakers were
The
good.
headset on it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that thing. It was cool.
but I just never used it after a bit. Like it's a fun gimmick. You play a bunch of games. I spent a lot of money on games because they're all 60. Like
Mhm.
even the baby ones, little tiny games. But I don't know. Like I didn't like the money pit that it was because it was
Yeah.
already like $400 for that, and then I probably bought like 10 games, and that's a lot of money right there.
I'm not a sports person, but I've seen a lot of hype around whatever that sports showcase thing they were doing with the Apple AR.
I
How
didn't
you
see
can
that.
like see a court side view of the game happening with like a board with the points up top, and then on the right side you can see like the player, and then you can see like the scorecard and all that.
Huh.
I've heard a lot of hype about that, which
Yeah.
I don't know because I wouldn't use it. I'm not a sports guy, but
Yeah, things will need to get smaller before they become mainstream, I think.
yeah.
Because this headset's already smaller than most.
Which one?
Mhm.
Oh, the
The
Apple.
new Apple one, yeah,
Yeah.
with the battery outside and all that. Because things will need to be very portable and just fit into people's everyday lives.
Mm.
Because at least for me, taking the time to put on the sweaty headset every time was a lot. Like, I just want to sit down on my computer and chill, play games, whatever. I didn't want to put on a headset that's gonna make me super warm, and I don't know, like
Yeah.
it was just uncomfortable a lot
The
of times.
fabric does look really comfortable though.
It
It's
does.
funny. I was for the gym, I was thinking about getting the Apple Maxes or whatever, the headset or
Yeah.
headphones. I ended up not getting them because they look so clunky. I heard the sound quality is really good. I ended up getting Sennheisers, but they have no carry case. They have like this little,
The Apple doesn't?
this little thing where you slide it in. It's like a little like
I've seen
silicone
that.
pouch.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what they're gonna do with the AR. Like if they're gonna give you a legitimate, they'll probably give you a legitimate like
I would hope for
bag.
that price.
I mean for
That
3,500.
price.
I mean you never know. They're selling Apple wheels for however much per wheel.
I
$900.
still can't believe that's real. It seems like an April Fool's Day
It's
joke.
crazy.
But
Apple Vision.
yeah.
Summer Game Fest. We kind of just went on like an Apple.
Yeah.
Thing. I mean it is kind of relevant, I guess, because it happened in the last week.
It'll
And it's
affect
news,
VR as a
so-
whole, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's really that good, people are gonna be like, if you really want VR, buy the more expensive one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know anything about the
It
Quest.
has a 2-hour battery life, the Apple one.
I know. But you
Yeah.
can plug it into the wall. Like 2 hours is still a good amount. Would you really want to spend longer
That's
in
enough
it?
for like a small flight
Yeah.
or most of the flight.
But if you have a plug, you can plug it in on the flight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like who wants to play VR for more than 2 hours at a time? You definitely would want to take breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are really serious about it might have multiple batteries that just to hook up whenever.
So is this considered a VR with
It's
adaptive AR?
It's both. Yeah.
AR and VR.
But it's more VR because
The
it's like
thing that-
fully on your head. It just
Well-
has AR elements to it
Mm.
because you can see like the world. It can interact with the world.
Well, augmented reality, it doesn't matter if it's fully covering your eyes. As long as it's the real world is mixing with whatever the alternate reality, that's AR. But VR is entirely, it just cuts you off.
It can do that, can it?
It can, yeah.
People say that the pass through camera is really good. Like on my AirPods, I have audio pass through. I forget my AirPods are in half the time because I can hear so well with them in. Like I hear just as well. I could put them in or take them out and I hear exactly the same. But people are saying like it's getting better to the point where you're not able to tell as much that you're wearing the headset besides the weight and the heat. But it's like 4K in each eye, which is I think it's higher than other headsets.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
But is the stream going, Ben?
We're having a little bit of a glitch, I think, or
Dead-
it's one of those stupid
Dead by
Wi-Fi.
Daylight hype for Nick Cage.
With Nick Cage, yeah.
I can't get over how weird that the model that they made for Nick Cage. He like it kind of like looks like Nick Cage, but it also doesn't at the
Well,
same
the
time.
thing is, with Dead by Daylight, have you seen the character models in that game though?
I mean, it's an old game. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like I don't know. Even if they tried to make it perfect, it's like it's still how old? Like 10 years old?
The
Yeah.
poster they had with Nick Cage didn't seem too bad, but then when they showed gameplay, it looked awful.
yeah.
Mhm. It was like a younger version of him.
Yeah, it was. Well, I saw a movie poster yesterday that looked just like it. I think it's based off of him in another movie.
Yeah, he was talking about that in the thing. He said this was him going to a movie, thinking that he was going to do a movie shoot, but then like he gets stuck into with the killer or something.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool seeing him come into the gaming scene, but it's weird that
It's like why Dead by Daylight? It's like why not Warzone?
Well,
COD.
well, I'm
I want
not.
to see Nick Cage. I would actually pay for a Nick Cage skin in Modern Warfare 2.
There's a lot of people are not happy with COD.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's a whole other thing. But
I haven't kept up with it. I haven't played COD since December.
Really?
Yeah.
We played a little bit of season 1, season 2, I think it was.
I played it so much for a bit.
Season 4 is coming out soon, but
I haven't played it in a while. Yeah, weird.
yeah,
Political
Summer Game
stunts.
Fest.
Let's see what else was there.
So Mortal Kombat 1 was shown off right away, basically.
I didn't
but-
see that one. I missed that part.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
if you
late a little bit.
well, Chug is really excited for it. I'm. It looks fun, but it still looks like just like Mortal Kombat. Like
yeah,
to me, as someone who didn't really play it, it looks like Mortal Kombat. What was the last one? 11.
Mortal Kombat.
It looks
11.
like that, but a DLC. But I assume there's like way more.
Well, the thing is, I think the draw is the environments. they just look so much more dense, so much more vibrant,
Hmm.
and it just looks more enjoyable. Because
Yeah,
like
they always
with
have dark.
MK11, it's like kind of depressing, like
That's
caves
all
with
Mortal Kombat.
lava. Then
Mhm.
there's like acid caves and
Actually, that's the last few Mortal Kombat games. I
yeah,
feel like the originals weren't like that. The arcade ones,
yeah.
they were brighter.
Hmm.
Was it X, which is Mortal Kombat 10? That one was from like 2015, but there's just something that's odd about it. It was like
I played that
it
one.
was I would say it's kind of uncanny. Like it looks realistic, but also not at the same time.
Hmm.
And so it was like that in between, like good, but also like weird good type
Yeah.
of thing. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to explain.
I mean, 2015 is that time where it's like that things were getting really, like they were looking really good,
Mm-hmm.
but they're also kind of held back because
Yeah.
it wasn't quite there yet.
It's like what was that one horror game I was playing?
Oh, the
Evil
Mind
Within.
one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was playing it on Steam Deck on the TV, and it just felt so old to me.
Yeah.
Like older, it felt worse than like BioShock and other games that were even older.
Yeah.
Well, BioShock doesn't feel old.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's very ahead of its time. Is the stream down again? Are we
It's
recording?
acting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Have we seen the Texas Massacre or Chainsaw Massacre game?
heard about it.
I
Isn't it
saw
just
some
like
of
DVD?
it. It just. Oh, speaking of Texas Chainsaw, though, apparently they're shutting down Friday the 13th game entirely.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That was a thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it
Is
was
that
like
another-
it was
another
like it was
those?
one of those. The same thing with Texas Chainsaw. It was another one of those 4 people,
I do.
and then there's the killer, and then you need to try to kill them. And
I didn't know they were shutting it down. Didn't it come out like?
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're shutting it down because they only had a limited amount of time that they had with the character. So like they had signed something where they can have the game alive for a certain amount of years, because
Ugh.
the people that own Jason whatever don't like a lot of people like doing that type of thing, and so they're like, okay, you can have this for open for this many years and then make this much money, and then once you do this, you have to shut it down.
What?
And it's probably the same thing with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game too. It's probably going to be shut down after a certain point too. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, the whole DVD genre is it just needs to go or be reinvented.
There's actually it kind of is. There's certain games like Midnight Ghost Hunt,
that looks fun.
but it's like stuff like that.
You remember that killer Gmod thing we played? That was actually fun.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, it
school building.
was.
Yeah, we did like when you don't take it seriously, it's fun.
Mhm.
I never tried to get the generators or whatever that is. It's just not fun to me. I liked running around and like just trying not to die.
I
Yeah.
think the
whatever.
problem with many of those games, especially with like DVD, is like, it's so hard to be the survivor. Like I remember playing it. We played it a few years ago, and it was just so frustrating that I just got off because it's so hard
Yeah.
to do the generators, especially for someone that's new.
But it was the same as the killer. I remember playing as the killer, and you like put them on a hook through their back, and they can still somehow get off and
Yeah.
run away.
There's
like,
a
move
large
off.
learning curve with Dead by Daylight.
it's just. I
that
mean,
it's not fun.
yeah, that's there's a learning curve, but it's just so. I don't know what the term is. They just kind of draw it out of thin air. They give you these arbitrary rules for the sake of gameplay. Like it doesn't make sense at all in any context. It's just there to make the game be the game itself.
Huh.
Like you know
Yeah.
the hook thing where you can still get off and it takes forever to actually kill somebody, even though you have a giant knife and you could chop their head off or whatever. You know, it's just these rules that they impose on you are super annoying.
Yeah. My ghost can green. No, it's
Picking
sweet.
it up on
it's
this.
blue.
Oh, sweetest fish. Oh, it's
Swedish.
yellow and blue. What was that? So towards the end of the Summer Game Fest, there was like the hype. Well, we thought it was going to be Bloodborne,
Yeah,
but what was it like?
it was Final Fantasy.
Which one? The new 17?
Seven.
Oh, 7?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7. They're making new games that are based off of different Final Fantasies.
Oh,
So basically, like there's like 3 Final Fantasy 7s.
What?
This is like the 3rd one.
That's so confusing. I don't.
I know,
understand
it's really stupid because each one has like it has relatively this like the same cast or whatever, but after a certain point, I think they changed it, and so people liked certain casts, and so they're like making games spin-offs off of certain games.
I
it.
mean, there's definitely a huge fan base for that.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't super anime-ish, it looks fun.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, the fighting
with
looks
like
pretty cool.
the environments, the combat, it's not like turn-based anymore like the older ones were.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
originally turn-based like Pokemon almost.
Oh,
But I don't know, it just doesn't it's still that anime
yeah.
that we're
Like-
not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are excited for anything Final Fantasy, but that's not something we're interested in.
Honestly, Final Fantasy 16 doesn't look bad though.
Is that the realistic one?
Was it the one with
Yeah.
the driving? You could drive a car?
You can drive cars.
Remember the mobile one where they had giant feet and heads?
Oh, yeah. That was weird.
No, but honestly, if I were to play one, it'd probably be 16 because
Yeah.
it looks the most like grounded, less anime-ish,
Mm,
but there's still that hint.
yeah. I know what you're
But-
talking about.
Let's see, there's Witchfire, which is that
That looked cool.
early access witch FPS game.
So, the people that made Plague Tale are making that, right?
Was it?
I thought it was the same group. I could be wrong, though.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Which we never played the second Plague Tale game.
I started it. I just never got into it.
Probably because the first one was like, it was interesting, but that, especially that last boss fight, really like killed me.
I had to read
Yeah.
that like
Oh,
6
man.
times.
That was so annoying.
I
hated
wanted to
that.
give up on that,
Yeah.
but the AI in that game was awful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they actually like made the AI better in the new
I
one.
would hope.
But
Like people said they liked the second one, didn't they?
yeah, people liked it. I haven't given it a shot, and there's been so many other games that we've been playing that
Mm.
it's been on like way in my.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about playing it.
How much of Diablo 4 have you played, Caleb?
Just the like hour that I played with Chug, hour or two. But I'm looking to play it more. I was
Mhm.
gonna play it the other night, but
Lies of P.
Lies of P, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking before the podcast that some people just get so heated about these types of games
Oh yeah.
and Spider-Man 2 gameplay.
Well, they showed a
Oh,
ton.
They showed like 10 minutes of it. I mean, I feel like
That
if they
was
show
enough
any
for me.
more, yeah, it would be kind of weird if they did show more.
If you didn't see it, that was during the
I feel like-
Sony
Yeah.
showcase.
Yeah,
they
but
showed a
about
bunch.
Diablo, some people get so heated about this, especially fans of all the games. They'll just hate on everything about it.
It's like different from Diablo 3, and they're like, it sucks.
Well,
It's
wasn't
different.
Diablo 3 like made like 10 years ago?
That
or
was
something?
also very hated on.
2012, yeah.
It's crazy.
Diablo 2 players hated 3, and they're like, oh, 3's blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Like, they just complain about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, certain communities just complain about everything when the new game comes out, but they still play it. They'll play everything. They'll buy every season pass.
It's like COD.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, they'll get it anyway. I mean, when was the Diablo 3 released? Like,
2012.
yeah. That was
That was
a
like
long time ago.
11 years ago.
But they've kept it alive with seasons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they give you new areas, I guess.
What game was it that they're not gonna do any more content for? They're like on like season 30 something. Is it Diablo
Oh.
3?
Diablo?
That's a lot of seasons.
I think Diablo 3. I think they're gonna just redo like they're gonna keep doing seasons, but they're not gonna add any new content. They're just gonna keep redoing the season or something.
Uh-uh.
That's what I heard.
Hmm.
But there's like 30 something.
That's crazy. It's like Rainbow Six is I don't know what season they're on. Did they
Oh
even do
no, it's like
seasons?
year 6 or 7 or something.
They have an 8-year plan for that, right? Or is it 10?
I'm not sure. I've gotten a little drowned out from that because of all the new operators.
It's so annoying. They need like I love the gameplay of Rainbow Six. I love the teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun. But yeah, I just can't keep up with all the new operators because whenever I hop on, it's like, oh, I get electrocuted through the wall at a certain angle because this new operator has that ability. It's like, bro, just let me like camp and play the game how I want to.
Yeah.
It's like it got too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these games having like 10-year lifespans.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that they keep updating them, but I hate that they're so big for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't incentivize creating anything new. They just keep pumping money into the current thing, and people will still play it.
Well, that's for specific games like D4. Eventually, there's gonna be a point where you're gonna finish it, and you're gonna want new content.
Mm-hmm.
Technically,
Yeah.
So I could see, like, it's rare that a new version of these games come out. So
Mhm.
it's like,
But what was the previous gap between the other games? It wasn't
10.
11 years, I
no,
don't think.
it was like a couple years.
For what?
Yeah.
Oh, Rainbow.
No,
No,
Diablo.
Diablo.
Because if companies know they can milk out games for over 10 years, they're going to do it. Because they don't have to create anything new except for maybe some expansion content.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a big undertaking. They don't have to like worry about early like pre-order sales and all that stuff. They can just have the people who enjoy the game and buy everything continue to buy new stuff.
I think it's a balance though, because like if you think of Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, the yearly releases, like I think we've kind of voiced some disappointment in that.
Mm.
That like, oh, like we like playing them, but they're always pushing out another one every single year. So there's like a balance where you need to have a nice, like at least couple year gap, but like update it throughout there. And
Well,
not,
Assassin's Creed changed.
well, they did. They're doing bi-yearly.
No,
They're doing yearly still.
no.
What are they doing?
Okay, so they stopped the yearly thing after Unity, and then Syndicate,
Oh.
and then they did Origins after a year, and then Origins came out in 2016, Odyssey came out in 2018, Valhalla came out in 2020, and now Mirage is coming out 3 years after, which is this year, so 2023. So
Maybe it's just COD then.
yeah, Assassin's Creed stopped the yearly thing
Yeah.
because they wanted to focus more on
When
the games.
was Valhalla released?
2020.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
But then there's Mirage, which I don't know.
To me, it looks just like
Yeah.
any other
I'm
Assassin's
excited
Creed.
for it.
You're excited for everything.
Eh,
It's rare for you to say you're not excited.
I'm
for
excited for it because I beat Valhalla and I like the character of Basim.
I thought they were bringing back that character from an older age.
His name is Basim.
It was him before he became. It's like him how he became.
Oh, that dude. Yeah. Okay.
Viking.
No, he's not a Viking.
No, it wasn't the main character of Valhalla. It was a random side character.
Oh.
It was
Assassin.
an Assassin Brotherhood side character.
I played Valhalla for a
But
bit.
he was way bigger in the story than you think he is.
Mm.
Like huge.
Hmm.
But you just have to beat Valhalla to
I don't
know what I'm
know.
talking about.
After a while, it's a long game.
Yeah.
It's like 60 hours.
Thinking of the Assassin's Creed games, like I can't believe you played them all.
Yeah.
Like that is mind blowing to me because at this point, I don't think there's any way I will ever go back and play them. Like
Mm.
there's just so many, and they're all so huge.
I did it last summer. I played through all the Assassin's Creeds last summer.
That's crazy.
Origins was like
Is
so
that the one
good.
that has like the? What was the one with like the different like Zeus and all that?
That was Odyssey.
Oh,
Odyssey
okay.
was good though. I think
That one looked
Origins
cool.
was the best out of the recent ones. It was in Egypt.
I 100%
Oh, yeah.
Origins. Like, and the DLCs. I
Oh.
loved it so much.
It wasn't as packed full of stuff as Odyssey and especially Valhalla, but
Yeah.
there was still a lot.
Are they ever gonna make a new one, like a new age? They were like a city.
I'm not sure,
I
but
could see
they're
Watch Dogs.
gonna do Mirage, and then
Watch
their
Dogs?
next one after is Project Red,
Hmm.
which
People
is
say-
we've talked about that before. It's the Japanese one,
Mm,
which that could be really sick.
that could be.
Oh, that does sound cool.
People say Watch Dogs is the modern day Assassin's Creed because you literally use the same like vision ability to see through walls and stuff that the
Oh.
assassins have. So that's kind of like the closest thing you get to it. Because you do stealth missions and you just don't have a hidden blade. That's the only thing.
The one thing that I could see, like one thing that might get me interested is number one, that Japanese one. Or if they were to make like either a modern day one or like a cyberpunk type one where like
Mm.
everything's
Futuristic.
Yeah.
That
Because
could
that'd be
cool.
really cool.
Well, they're not doing any of those anytime soon. It's like
yeah. I'm sick of
there's
seeing like
the Japanese
the old,
one. There's the Germany witch one, which
That's
be
coming
sick.
out. That sounds kind of cool.
That's
actually.
like in the future, and then there's a Project China one, which is a mobile one. I don't know. That one's gonna be.
They already have some mobile ones, don't they?
Yeah, the side
yeah.
one, right? Left
Mhm.
side scrolling.
But there's some pretty interesting Assassin's Creed stuff coming out. But
Has there been any news about Oxenfree?
no,
Mm.
A release date. I think.
What, September?
Let's see.
I mean they might show it off during some indie showcase. That's my guess. Because it wasn't a huge game, so I would assume they weren't gonna show it off during Summer Game Fest.
That was a cool game. I like that game.
It was cool. That would have been the highlight game that we played that year.
July
I don't
12th.
remember. Oh, July?
Oh, it's coming out. Wow, that's soon.
Netflix is the publisher.
What?
That's weird. Are they
What?
publishing it on a Netflix platform?
Well, the original one was a mobile game too.
I know Netflix
Is it
is
really?
starting to go into like actual games, like development.
Mm.
I just hope if they're gonna become a publisher, which I'm fine with, I just hope they're not like top down on
Oh, this is
developers.
the first one. They're publishing.
Hmm.
I mean, it could create an avenue for small devs to publish because Netflix has a lot of money.
These
But-
huge studios getting into gaming, it's always hit or miss.
Like
It's
Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah, I was gonna bring up that game. What was that game called?
Thrones and Liberty.
It didn't look too bad. Like
If it's free, if it's gonna be free to play, then I feel like that'd be a little bit better. Because I think their mistake they made with New World is they made it $30.
no, that wasn't a mistake. They made a lot of money from that.
Did they?
Yeah, the mistake was the graphics cards exploding.
Oh yeah.
There's that, and then there was just like certain content issues, like making it harder for people to progress.
Mm-hmm.
Like teleporting took that
Well,
material.
they
that was
did
rare.
update the starting quality. Like they actually made it to where you have to run to a certain place less.
Are there still
Yeah.
people playing that game?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
Ugh.
people say it's really good now. It's nowhere near the huge hype it had when it started. Like what was it, like 800,000 or something?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
crazy?
big.
Like they made a lot. So it
And
definitely
it was like
wasn't
it was like
failure.
$40. It was not like a full price game.
You know what's always funny to me is like when these companies release a game like that, especially paid, and then like a while later, a couple years later, when like the community's kind of more dead, there'll be videos on like how this game failed, but this
Yeah.
company's sitting on millions. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. Like yeah,
Well-
the game's gonna die out over time. Not every
Yeah.
game can have a 10-year lifespan.
Yeah.
There are just too many games that can take people's attention.
I think it's crazy how they gave it out for free for the people that use it.
Oh, that's
Library.
right.
That's crazy.
That wasn't
I
even
wish I did
announced.
that.
That was just like, yeah, it
I
wasn't.
wish I was on your library at that time. I could have got it free.
That
Yeah.
made me respect Amazon more.
Yeah, that is a good.
Like no other company has done that. Like, and I don't even know if it should be a standard because I don't know. It was just a cool thing.
Yeah. What else we got?
We
I
got
can't even open
Banisher.
our notes.
I have Banisters. I meant Banishers.
What's that one?
That's the third person ghost hunting game. It looks okay.
Wait, did we talk about that one?
We did talk about it previously, but we didn't know if it was actually going to be co-op.
Oh.
It's gonna be 2-player co-op.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
That's
That's the one I was saying. Is that the one where the Plague Tale people made it?
that. Is that?
I
Hmm.
thought it was the same
There's
studio.
Witchfire, which is the first person Epic exclusive.
That looks cool.
Then there's the Banishers game, which
Mhm.
is the third person ghost hunting game.
You know what did look interesting was the Sonic game, Sonic Superstars.
Yeah.
It does look really cool. Yeah.
Chug and I were at least fans of the original Sonic style. We played the Game Boy.
I think we played Sonic 2. I think that's the one we played the
It was-
most.
it
I
was
had
called
it on
Sonic
the Game Boy.
Advance.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, but we also would play the Flash versions of them. People
Yeah.
like ported them to Flash games or whatever, and we'd play a lot of those Sonics.
Mhm.
So we like the side-scrolling Sonic, where you choose like one of the characters and I don't know, just go complete the levels one by one. Green Hill Zone and all those classic ones. But this is like 3D version of it. But it's a return to the classic Sonic, but with like a modern look.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. Like it's
Yeah.
it's not too like uncannily realistic, modern, whatever you want to call it, because they still like have like a different kind of blocky look.
It's like that Nintendo look to it.
Yeah. It kind of looks like What was that one Mario game? Mario World? I don't know. Where
Odyssey?
those sections where it'd be 2D?
M-
Oh.
What was that one?
the Wii one.
The Wii U one, yeah. Yeah. Or maybe
Hmm.
it was just Wii.
I think it was Wii.
But yeah, it looks like
I know what you're
that.
talking about. The Super Mario Bros. Something.
I think this is a much better approach than what they did with the open world Sonic.
Oh yeah.
I heard that
'cause-
was decent, but I don't
But
know.
it's
I feel
so-
like it's
It's so far away from what people like Sonic for. And I
Mhm.
just think it was
I feel like
too much of a
the
leap.
closest thing or the farthest thing that I actually enjoyed with Sonic that's not like the original is Sonic Colors,
Mm.
which is actually on Epic. You can play it on Epic.
You guys ever play that one Sonic game on Wii with what's that one, like the bad Sonic guy? Shadow?
Hmm.
Do you remember that? There was one game on the Wii and I remember it vividly because he swore in it. And I was like,
What?
What?
I don't know, it was the Shadow Sonic. And he like
Oh,
whenever he died, he'd like swear. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, no way.
I don't remember
I
that.
can't remember what it's called. That's where Eggman, like, quote unquote died.
Huh.
He fell in the lava. He actually didn't die, but
Dies on like everyone, doesn't he?
yeah.
I haven't seen the movies.
I haven't seen the movies
Oh,
either.
with Jim Carrey.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how a lot of properties like Sonic and especially Mario, they try to put them into every genre possible. Like I feel like it doesn't work with Sonic as well. It works more with Mario because you can really change the
They're
genre.
doing a
Yeah.
Zelda movie now.
Are they?
No.
That's gonna be hard.
As long as they make Link not talking the entire time, it'll be fine.
Link,
Oh, that's right. He doesn't talk.
Link. Right, Ben?
That's
Hey,
gonna
look,
be
listen.
weird.
Right, Ben?
Oh, how are they gonna do that? That is weird.
They're gonna do the milk fight, Ben.
Oh.
No one's gonna know what we're talking about.
Well, the Mario movie was
I actually like the
Amazing.
Mario movie.
Mario movie was
It
awesome.
was good.
But that was by Illumination,
I think
which
Illumination is doing this one too.
I actually
Hmm.
trust Illumination. They're really good.
Is it gonna be
Hmm.
They
animated?
make good stuff.
I think so.
Oh.
There's not much detail on it though.
What if it's like Link's Awakening style,
What?
No
Isn't that
data.
the the above?
cartoony?
Yeah.
We're not. It's not receiving data apparently. Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
well, the stream is
we
weird.
gotta figure this out.
Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2 looks good.
That one looks. We gotta finish. I mean, I gotta.
I have to
finish
start.
the first.
I'll probably play it after a bit of Diablo.
Mm-hmm. I wanna when I take like a hiatus from Diablo. I might
After
play
you
it.
100% it on 3 characters, and
You're gonna 100% it?
Uh,
Isn't the game huge? What in the world?
I only have 18 or 19 of the dungeons completed out of 115.
oh man, I mean, I think over time I might be able to get like the main world completed. The seasons, I don't know.
Well, yeah. The past couple days, I've just like I have the mount, so I can get around quicker, and I have I have like guide open on my right screen where all the Lilith altars are, and I just went around and got all the Lilith altars in all the places.
Hmm.
Wow.
So
But it also makes your other characters in the world more powerful.
mhm.
So like if we all play our co-op characters and he plays his, he'll have really crazy stats from getting all those altars. 'Cause those
Oh.
are permanent stats.
Oh.
Plus all the new health potions he unlocks carry over. Stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Mm.
Your characters get the level up points too, I think, right?
Yeah, you get the extra skills
Wow.
So like does all characters on the realm get those skills?
on the Eternal Realm. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, the seasons when the season comes out, you'll have the season pass, and you'll create a character for the season, and then once you're finished with it, once that season's over, that character will get drafted to the Eternal Realm. So like where your original characters are.
Yeah, Diablo's not the type of game like an MMO where you use the same character for 2,000 hours kind of thing, and you're just trying to like level them up, and then whenever a new season comes out, you use the same character. You kind of get your character to a certain point, and then when a season comes out, you can't use that character. Well, you actually can, from what I've read. It's called rebirthing, where it basically wipes that character
Mm.
and goes to the season.
Oh wow.
So like that's an option.
I'd rather create just like a new character with a new class,
Yeah.
because apparently there's rumors that there's going to be a 6th class that they're going to release later in the future.
Were there more in previous games?
I think so. There
Huh.
were a couple. The Necro was a class they released later on in 3.
Hmm.
So
Could be
Hmm.
interesting. I haven't played most of the classes. I've only tried 2 of them.
I've tried 3 of them.
Speaking of Diablo, Path of Exile 2 looks really cool.
Yeah, they
does.
only showed a little bit of gameplay though, but
Yeah.
it looks very, very good.
Yeah, the environments look dynamic.
Or is it? Did they say if it was going to be free?
I don't know.
The first one is. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if the second one's going to be.
I think
though.
people will be mad if it's not, but I could definitely see them pushing a paid one.
super high quality, at least
Yeah.
from that small little snippet.
The
I mean,
first one is fun, but the UI just feels like the UI on the screen when you're playing looks like a Diablo game.
Mhm.
But when you go into the menus, it just feels like a free game.
Well, it was weird because I played it for one of our free game videos, and I ended up really liking it. And I played it for a while because it was actually super fun. I'm
Mhm.
like, man, this is actually super high quality. I didn't expect it from this.
Mhm.
I kept playing it, but there was that like off feeling, like it was like polished in a way, but also feels bootleg. It feels like it's ripping off another game, like Diablo.
Mm.
I know a lot of people are fans of Path of Exile, the first one. So like there's a huge community there. But I don't know. I wanted to wait till Diablo to play a game like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to jump in on 3 because it's a lot older. Like I don't know. So
Well,
that's why I'm
3
enjoying 4 a
Was it
lot.
3 has a apparently I read that 3 was the world is actually randomly generated.
Hmm.
So this was the first Diablo game where the world is a static world
It looks
the first
good.
one. So like when did the first one come out?
years ago.
And that was randomly generated?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the static world.
I do too. See.
What else is on here?
Warhammer Space Marine 2. That's
2
3-player co-op.
Oh, 3-player. We should play
so
that.
we could play that all together.
It actually looked really cool.
I played a little bit of the first one on my Steam Deck.
Mm.
Really fun, really gory, but it was really fun.
Mm.
But yeah, we should definitely play that together.
There's also Remnant 2, which we have to play
Oh,
together.
yeah, I didn't put that on the list. I
That
forgot.
trailer
Yeah, it
looks
is here.
fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it
underneath-
is. It
yeah.
is there.
That looks so cool. They're like, it looks like they're revolutionizing a lot of elements. Like there's robots now.
Mm. Yeah, at least the enemies and worlds look better.
Mhm.
The clunkiness of the characters still seemed like it was there, but I don't mind. Like we got over that for the first and had fun with it still.
The first one was really good.
But with new enemies, and I hope there's more balanced stuff. Like it could be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I hope some of the story elements are better. Although we still had fun in the first game, and the first game had a crap story.
Yeah.
So, but it would be a nice bonus if like we were actually invested in the story.
Yeah.
So
Party animals. They showed a trailer with
finally have a release date too, right?
yeah,
Wasn't
a
it-
bunch of streamers are playing it, which I'm not a fan of those
Yeah, I
trailers.
don't like
Mhm.
that. They did that with Sea of Thieves, and it's like I don't want to see these streamers hyping up the game with their like fake reactions. Like, just show us gameplay.
Yeah.
Let us just yeah.
We'll have fun by ourselves with our own groups.
I don't get that tactic. It's
I mean, I
weird.
guess a lot of people like watching them, so I guess
Maybe if they see their favorite streamer, they're like, oh,
it becomes more relevant to them
Yeah.
because this guy played it. Well, I
Yeah.
got to play it too.
Hmm.
But I'm sure it's effective in some areas.
yeah.
But the game looks fun. We've been waiting for it for a long time.
It looks like a better Gang Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With more
What
stuff
was
to
the
do.
release date?
Sometime
Uh,
in the fall. I think
yeah.
September,
I thought it was
or
September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably September.
Sometime in the fall. but-
So that'll be fun. We could probably play that in when we go on the Vermont trip or something.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
yeah,
That'd
on
be
our Steam
fun.
Decks.
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat 2, which
Was there a
wasn't shown
trailer?
off by
Yeah.
the Summer Game Fest.
That was yesterday.
No,
Oh, no, it was shown off
It was the
yesterday.
same day actually.
oh.
It was after, but it was the Devolver Digital
Oh.
Mm.
one. They showed off Human Fall Flat 2 and Talos Principle 2 gameplay.
Hmm.
So, I don't think there was anything else that was super interesting in the Devolver Digital, but those are big things.
Yeah. Pretty good Summer Game Fest though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with Liza P, Remnant.
That stupid debate at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, the rumors are true. Here's the game everyone's been waiting for, and like
He can't wait. I can't wait to explore this game world again.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be Bloodborne.
Well, you've been excited for Bloodborne on these. I am not positive they're doing Bloodborne for a while, and I don't know. I didn't think they'd announce it at this one, but when he started saying that, I actually started like getting chills a little bit. I'm like, please Bloodborne. Like this could be, and then it jumped right into a Final Fantasy thing,
Yeah.
and I don't think I heard anyone cheer for that.
No, people
There was
were
a lot of
happy.
people cheering.
Yeah.
People were
Yeah,
happy.
but it
It's
wasn't
just,
like you could tell when people were excited. There were some games people were screaming for.
but he knew exactly what he was doing,
Yeah.
though.
Like everyone wanted their game, whatever that was. I didn't know there was any rumor for Final Fantasy. I don't keep up with that.
I don't know anything about that either.
But
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like there's so many of those coming out that like, why do you even need rumors at that point? It's like just wait next month and there'll be a new one.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even sure when they would show off Bloodborne this year if they had an opportunity to.
It would have probably been during the PlayStation Showcase.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But
That's what I'm thinking. Like, there's not there. At least I don't know of any other events where they can show that off.
I would think
mm,
Elden Ring DLC would be next, and then Elden Ring would be after the DLC sales have leveled off,
Hmm.
or Bloodborne would be after those have leveled off, because they need to get their sales on the DLC before making hype for something else,
yeah.
because they don't have anything else. I mean, they have something planned.
Yeah, when that DLC comes out, I'm buying that day one.
Oh,
is
it's
it
not
DLC?
free.
It's a paid expansion.
Oh,
Oh, they
Huh.
adding new sections to the map.
They're adding a whole new map.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
like
get
a
that
whole
then.
new map with a whole new story. And
I
nobody
gotta-
really knows if it's going to be like an extension, like you can use the characters that you have, or like a Resident Evil Village type of thing where it's like a separate thing where you create a
Mm.
new character
I think
for
I would
it.
prefer that, because for me, if I play a game where you build up a character and then like I don't play it for a year or two and I come back, it feels foreign to me. It's like I don't remember the mechanics that much. The
Mm.
character feels like, oh, I don't even know what this character has.
Mm.
And I like to start over because it feels fresh and it feels like this is my character.
In Dark Souls 3, they I know you've played Dark Souls 3, but when you get to the DLC, you get to the DLC towards the end of your playthrough. So you use your character that you've been playing the whole game with to
Mm.
go into the DLCs.
Mm.
So it's a little bit different, but
Elden Ring is so big that, I mean, they could do it like that and I wouldn't mind it, but
I wouldn't want to have to play through the whole game again just to play
Yeah.
the DLC.
I have like 5 more bosses to beat, and I could beat the
Yeah,
game.
5. Yeah, you have 5 more.
Which, to be honest, I probably will beat the game before the DLC comes out. It's just the fire giant is so annoying right now.
you could probably find some OP build that you can farm out and just go wreck him.
Yeah, Every time I come back to the game, I get off because I can't beat him.
Mm,
It's so annoying.
Certain games like that are they're that way for me. Like Prey, the start of the game was very difficult, and like I kept dying over.
Oh, I
and over
started
again.
Prey actually.
Yeah, I saw you had achievements for it. I would definitely want to finish it sometime. But yeah, I kept dying, and I gave up like twice on that game. But I finally went back and pushed through it, and now it's really fun.
Hmm.
Like once you get a couple hours in, it really starts to pick up. People even say it starts to pick up more after like 10 hours.
mhm.
Oh, yeah. I think I have like an hour or 2 in it.
I think
I
so.
was playing
yeah.
it for a while. Before I played chess.
But yeah.
Chess.
Well, Jaden showed me how to play chess. I vaguely know how to play chess, but I don't really care for it.
I like chess, but the problem is some people are so into it that they literally have like opening moves memorized and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
That's John. John is like super high level.
Yeah. Like I guess if you're into that, it would be fun to play with other people that are into that, but I don't have time to do anything besides casual play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I like checkers, because it's casual and people don't have like 18 different opening moves memorized and like know what you're going to do before you do it.
Yeah.
It takes, I mean, there are books people read on this stuff and like
Yeah.
study it like it's
Crazy.
a subject. It's crazy.
I like Othello.
Othello is fun, and I'm sure there's
Othello
lots
is
of strats
awesome.
on that too.
I don't think I know that game.
Othello's the game where it's like it's 1v1 and there's in the middle there's 2 black rocks and 2 white rocks. And if you flip it, it's like black and white on each side. So basically you just need to like specifically place your specific color and take the other people's color.
I think I saw you. Were you playing with that? Were you playing that with Sam at one
Yeah,
point?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun though.
Mhm.
I think that
Yeah. I mean, we covered all the
probably it.
games at Summer Game Fest that were fun or looked fun at least.
yeah.
I think it'll be a pretty good year. What's
Yeah.
that? Alan Wake 2 is something that I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we're gonna plan. Well, we talked about it briefly, but that's coming out in the mid-October. So I'm thinking that'll be probably one of our last games to feature during our
Wasn't there another game coming
October
out in
series.
October? There's a bunch of stuff coming out in October.
I can't remember. That's
Also,
the one that stands
Amnesia
out.
the Bunker, I heard was good, but I heard that was like 4 hours long.
The whole thing.
I don't know.
I'm
The
not
fact
sure.
that you're in the same bunker the whole game, or at least as far as I know, it just doesn't sound fun to me. Like part of the reason I didn't really like Amnesia that much, but at least the environment was kind of cool. Like the whole sand place, and then obviously later in the game it totally changes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, most of the game was pretty mid, but I did enjoy the different environments.
mhm.
I like how it switched between desert and alien, whatever.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anything else on here? About
I
Talos
think-
Principle 2? Did you talk about that?
I mentioned it before, but I mean,
Devolver, I think they showed it off.
okay.
they showed a little bit of gameplay.
Ben, you
Looks
want to
very good.
jump on the stream and see what they're doing now?
It's
Oh.
probably
Well, this is IGN stream, right? What was it called? Wholesome something?
No, well, the first section of this was wholesome games, and I saw a bunch of anime stuff. Oh man. But I wonder if they've started to do any other games. Can't believe it takes so long to load YouTube on this Wi-Fi.
So bad.
Like 10 megabits per second.
oh, it's the Future Game Show
Oh,
now.
it's already done.
It's done.
I don't know.
Future.
This
No,
is
that's
the
on.
Future Game Show.
The
is
wholesome
Future
one's
Games?
done.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
it is done. It was premiering.
I don't know.
Oh,
Nothing really. Nothing really good comes out of all this. All this smaller
What
stuff
does
after.
future game mean?
I don't know.
Well, I do have. You said there's a Starfield panel.
Yeah, but that's during the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it. Like, I'm not super hyped for Starfield, but I'm curious about it. It's
Hmm.
been announced and talked about for so long. I just want to see what it looks like.
Mm,
And what we have now isn't really enough to gauge the game by.
yeah.
They've shown minimal amounts of gameplay.
Which one is that one?
It's like Skyrim, but in space.
Oh, Starfield.
Yeah.
It's like Fallout 4 and Skyrim in space.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a mix of everything.
Yeah, I don't
What
think
is this?
these
It's a
types of
bunny
games.
simulator.
They're not really
What?
our.
Wait, Caleb, you said bunny. It's bunnies.
What?
We
Oh,
love
maybe I will
bunnies.
play it.
This looks like one of those random DS games where you take care of pets.
Yeah.
It looks like Hidden Folks, but color.
Yeah, but it looks like you build a
Oh, relax with bunnies.
civilization.
This looks like one of those games where like they're like, oh,
What?
it's so cute, and because it's cute, they play it and they want to play it.
Yeah.
Like it may not have any substance, but just because it looks cute, they'll like.
I just like to look at cute things.
Yeah. I
mean,
do like.
That's
the
fun for a
graphics.
little bit, but then like when the cute factor wears off, there's no game there. Remember those pets? What are those called? Digipets? I don't know.
Yeah.
They had the little device with a little pet on the screen, and you have to feed it every day.
What is this?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Oh, this looks cool.
What is that?
Is this a King Kong
Dinosaur?
game?
No, why King Kong?
It looks like King Kong, the one I played on the PSP.
Hmm. That's a dinosaur.
Is this Ark?
No, it can't be Ark.
It looks. The graphics are good.
No, this isn't.
Wait,
Maybe.
It's
possible it might be King Kong. I mean, maybe not.
That would be sick
Wait,
if
what do
there
you
was a
mean
new
King Kong? Like,
game.
Like the movie King Kong?
Yeah, it was based. It was the Peter Jackson's King Kong. There was a
Mhm.
game on it, but there's too many dinosaurs. I mean, King Kong had dinosaurs.
I
But
actually watched the new Kong movie the other day.
was it good?
Well, quote unquote new.
Hmm.
It was okay. Some of the acting was unbearable, actually, which is surprising because it had a good cast.
This might be Ark 2.
Well, actually, maybe. Why is it black? It's green.
I don't know. Chat's saying it.
What?
Did they break?
Right before where they're gonna
Yeah.
show off what the game is, it's gonna.
Do you remember that one stream where the entire thing was out of sync? Like the audio was out of sync,
Yeah.
and
Sony?
they fast forwarded it to like meet the point. I forget what that was.
Was that Sony?
It was like a year ago. I don't know.
Ben, what movie did we go see?
Doctor Strange.
It was Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh,
We were at the movie
Oh, yeah.
theater
yeah.
and it glitched. And
Uh-huh.
they paused it and then they skipped in the middle of the movie and paused it on like a freeze frame there, and then skipped it back to the
They
beginning.
skipped an entire game.
Yeah, we
What?
didn't see the
I
title.
didn't even
Oh.
see what it was.
Now we just see Star Trucker.
Who is it that loves-
Wilby.
Yeah, Wilby. This is
Wilby
Wilby's
probably is
game.
gonna love this. I mean, honestly, it looks way better than Euro Truck Simulator or something like
Yeah, it
that.
actually looks kind of interesting. Not that I would play it, but looks cool for what it is. What?
Star Trucker.
Star Trucker. Yeah, it definitely will be.
Hey, at least it's on Steam.
going nuts.
You know?
Why are they standing on an Intel sponsored?
Probably. What was that dinosaur game?
I don't know.
They
Can
literally
you skip
skipped it.
or they blocked
They
it?
literally skipped it.
Ah, come on,
Imagine being the developer for that game.
man.
It's just black.
I would be
for like a minute.
furious.
Dude.
No one knows what your game is.
Man, this is IGN. They mess up everything. Let's
This
see.
isn't IGN.
Oh, it's on IGN.
This is Intel, right?
Who's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lords of the Fallen! Yes.
Did they talk about this in the other thing, Summer Game Fest?
They didn't talk about
No,
Lord
they
of the Fallen,
didn't.
no.
I cannot wait for this.
So
This and Lies of P are like my most anticipated, actually.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure about this one. It's just because I don't really know. I never played the other one.
You don't need to.
It's literally like Dark Souls.
It looks cool.
Like I never played the first one, but you can just jump into this one, right? Without any knowledge.
Dude, yeah.
This looks really cool, actually.
Like the bosses look insane. We don't have
Yeah.
audio on right now. Maybe you should turn audio, Ben.
Of storytelling.
Ew, what?
Players will journey across.
I don't wanna hear
two parallel
commentary.
realms.
Yeah, there's multiple worlds, and you use that lantern to look into the other realm or something.
That
Hmm.
okay. This does look really cool.
Yeah, this is nothing like the first one.
What was the first one?
The first one came out in 2014. It's by the same people who did The Surge.
Oh, I remember. You said it was pretty
Um,
crappy, right? With the
it-
trolls?
What?
Didn't they have like trolls in it or something?
Trolls?
Big like ogres or something?
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Chat is mad about the dino thing.
Yeah, I want to see more of that. It looked cool, and then they skipped it.
Come on, Intel.
Do they not know?
It kind of looks like Dark Souls 3.
Yeah,
A
it
little
looks
bit,
like
yeah. It's Unreal Engine 5.
it has way
Mhm.
more effects,
Yeah.
which makes it look amazing. The lighting is really good. I mean, the Dark Souls games don't look good.
Yeah.
3 looks the best, but it's not great. Elden Ring looks good,
Mm-hmm.
but this just looks like they took lighting to the next level. Man,
Ah, man.
the bosses look pretty sick in this too.
It's crazy.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what that dinosaur game was.
And they're showing a lot. Like, I'm surprised. This is all like new stuff that we've never seen before.
Mm.
Why are you scrolling down, Ben? Cutting off the screen.
Or I mean, it's Arc 2.
It's either Arc 2 or some sort of like King Kong game. But
Let's see.
This does look really cool now that I'm watching it. Because I don't think I saw much gameplay before.
I don't know.
Oh, that looks sick. I don't know. That
Let's
looks like
see.
a cool fight.
I'm looking at this list from Game Ranks Dino games. I can't tell which one this is, if it's even on here. It's one called Dinos Reborn. I don't see anything about shooting. It's one called Project Ferocious that
That
combines
looks like Elden Ring.
first-person
Yeah, it does.
shooting
it
mechanics.
looks like Millennia
Mhm.
a little bit.
Was that Capcom?
Capcom?
I don't know.
For what? It didn't. I know nobody. I don't think it. I don't. We joined a little bit late, so I don't know.
Do you want to skip back a little bit, Ben? I want to find out what the
What?
dinosaur game was.
Okay.
Order the
that's
Fallen is
done now.
done. October 13th?
Oh, you think they're gonna show the title beforehand?
Possibly, yeah. Or they might say what it is.
No.
No, turn on the volume.
No,
Playing
you
it to
skipped to
dinosaur?
one frame, Ben.
I don't know what that is.
Well, use the arrow key and then
Welcome
skip
to
5
the world
seconds.
of Resistor.
I don't wanna see Resistor, whatever that is. Some new racing game.
Just keep tapping it.
To the prehistoric.
Oh, here we go.
What's next, Jerry?
Well, here we go from the post-apocalyptic to the prehistoric. It's dinosaur time.
My favorite part.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
really
day.
too.
Let's
I don't
see
like
it.
these
They
people.
didn't say the name of the game.
It's dinosaur time.
So you can play as a
Wait, oh.
dinosaur.
What?
Wait, but you were also playing as a first-person shooter.
Oh, it better not be like a multiplayer like
Oh,
dinosaurs
no.
versus people game.
It looks
Mate,
too good
I
to be
don't know.
something like that.
Yeah. They're not.
Mm.
Well, then you can just give it back.
Can't
They're
even,
just gonna.
the
It's just gonna.
Wi-Fi's so bad I can't even go up.
I mean, it looks amazing.
What?
What?
What
What?
is that?
Wait, turn it up, Ben.
Singing
Turn it up.
monsters or something?
This looks really weird.
Oh, this looks like a party game.
I don't know what's happening. Is it a dance game? Well, this sound like Minion.
These, what are these
Can the
player
audio
models?
listeners hear this?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
This looks
Kind of
awesome.
reminds me of like Fall Guys almost.
Yeah.
It has very Killer Bean energy for some reason.
It's the weird animation. It's the lips. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's
Dude,
another
this
one of
looks-
these like
I think it might be a party game.
they create like,
Headbangers? Oh, it's a rhythm game.
Royale.
Oh.
No, I'm not a fan of rhythm games, personally.
except for Geometry Dash.
Well, I like Geometry Dash.
Glee cheese.
It's another
But
one of those games where they create like a group of characters that all look similar, kind of like
Mhm.
Fall Guys or Minions or whatever. Oh, I don't even want to watch these people. This is
Yeah,
awful.
this is anyone but what's that guy's name?
Jeff.
How much
Yeah,
did
Jeff.
How much did Intel pay these people?
Watch out for headbangers
It's so embarrassing. They don't even play games.
Yeah,
Is that Laura
you could-
Bailey?
Who's that?
Really?
Who's Laura
She
Bailey?
looks like Laura Bailey.
They played Abby in The Last of Us?
Oh, really? No.
I don't think that's Laura Bailey.
Is it, Ben?
I don't know. I saw one of the comments was me after the lobotomy when they were dancing.
What?
Wait, Ben, scroll down. See if it has
It
like.
kind of does look like her.
No,
What's this?
It's not Ben?
it doesn't say anything.
Well, that doesn't mean it's not.
Well, I didn't say it was not.
Oh, is this Blasphemy or whatever that game is?
Blasphemous 2, maybe?
I don't think so.
Who's hosting? Is this IGN? Future
What's by Intel?
Intel.
IGN's host.
That is Laura Bailey.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait. Yuri Lowenthal, who voiced Peter Parker?
Oh, so they are
Oh, in the Insomniac game? Oh, so they're actually well-known people.
Yeah, but it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
The little dancing thing.
This looks like
cool.
Blasphemous 2. That's my guess. Or by the same people who did
No,
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous looked different, though. It looked better, I think.
No, it looks very similar.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It's like a
Let's see.
Castlevania, or what am I saying?
Blasphemous is
Metroidvania.
very Castlevania, though.
Metroidvania. Is that what you call it?
Last Faith.
Oh,
Yeah. Blasphemous looked better than that.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
everything was really detailed in that game.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
was The Last Faith, a gothic Souls-like coming to PC, PlayStation.
Okay, I
Xbox,
hear it
and
now,
Xbox
actually.
on October
I hear the
22nd,
Spider-Man
and you
voice.
can wishlist it right now
Huh.
on Steam.
We're also thrilled to announce that The Last Faith will have a beta demo this summer. If you want to check it
People are
out,
putting out
register
demos
for
more often now.
access at
Or it
I'm
seems.
glad
That is a
though.
good
That
thing.
is a very good thing. That
Yeah.
usually means that they're confident.
I used to live off of demos, like when I didn't have it back on the PlayStation. I had
Dying
no
Light
money.
1.
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to just look at the demo section to see what's free.
There was a dry period where people didn't do demos at all.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're coming back. I think the first demo I played in a long time was the Ghost Runner demo.
I remember that one.
But besides that, like, there are barely any demos they released. Resident Evil usually does one.
What is this? Is this Ghost Runner 2? Oh wait, no. I
That-
don't know what.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like it.
It looks like Destiny Ghost bootleg.
It's very bootleg, yeah. Oh, actual gameplay.
Steel Scene? Was that, what did he say? Steel Seed?
Steel Seed.
When you have to explain what your game has, like you have to say like, oh, this game is funny, it's this, it's
Oh,
that.
yeah.
When you have to
Like,
explain
yeah.
that, it usually is a red flag.
It almost looked like one of those like engine demo things at first.
Yeah, it did. It kind of looked like the Sonic game.
This looks weird.
It looks like generic Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
It's a Jedi Survivor, but it's all like the parts that are kind of boring.
Yeah, you're like the testing character for Jedi Survivor.
Give us Talos Principle 2. More.
They wouldn't show that today, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
What is future games? Like futuristic games?
I have no idea.
Actually,
Well,
no, 'cause they showed
prehistoric. So
Yeah, but you also can use guns, so I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
What's the description say, Ben? Mm,
I don't know.
Publisher showcases.
future publisher?
Future games showcase.
those are just games that are coming out in the future.
I don't know about this one.
This one looks kind of dookie.
It looks boring. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
The combat?
There's
looks
something
like-
missing.
It's not even connecting well.
It just looks like I don't know. There's something missing about it. It looks like a game from like 10 years ago that everyone forgot about.
Yeah,
Like,
it had
It
zero
looks like-
character.
What is it? It looks like Crackdown 3. Remember Crackdown 3 when
well,
I
you
played that?
Yeah.
That always looked very bootleg.
It
to
was
me.
so bad, but I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Did you 100% it?
No,
You at least beat it.
I beat it. I didn't 100% it. No, but the game was just so
Isn't it the one with like the Terry
Terry
guy?
Crews.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Just looks clunky.
It just looks like random environment with like stock enemies, and then you throw a player model in it.
And I don't know anything about the character or why I should care.
Yeah.
But the game looks good. That's all
It
that
doesn't
matters,
even
right?
look that good though.
Is it Unreal 5?
Probably.
I don't know. It doesn't even have that great of graphics. Kind of looked like the shading was lacking.
Yeah.
Steel Seed is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Man, I gotta say, voice acting is so much easier when you're not wearing a skin-tight suit. Am I right?
Wait a second. Are you telling me
They need to get off the teleprompter.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote this, but
Intel did.
We need to talk after this. But right now, we've got a
Ugh.
double feature focusing on distant.
yeah, like
and good
Eh.
light fantastic.
I haven't seen much from Laura Bailey besides like I know about her performance in The Last of Us, but
She played one of the main characters in the Borderlands Telltale series.
Oh, Borderlands.
Get out of here. Get out. Now
Yeah.
that game is amazing. I love
The only Borderlands games that or game that interests me is that the Tina.
Wonderlands.
Yeah.
I hate it when they try to make the not performers, the presenters too like friendly and
Yeah.
relatable and
It may not even
quirky.
be their fault.
No, I
No,
don't-
it's
just- I
not.
doubt
the
it is.
scripts that they put them on. It looks like kind of like Astroneer almost. Reminds me of it almost. The music too.
Mm.
It's like hexagon based.
I feel like farming.
See, I feel like there's been a bunch of these games recently.
I know, and they all flopped.
What about Bear and Breakfast? That's getting good
I
reviews,
love
right?
that game. It came out a while ago though.
You own it?
Isn't that like Overcooked?
No.
See, this one
The-
looks more
It's
interesting.
like a managing
settlement builder.
Yeah, you literally build like your own hotels and stuff.
Hmm.
This is anime.
Bird
Is it?
Planet.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
You like this, Cub?
No.
It looks like Bastion.
With the same like voice guy in the background.
Yeah.
Dude, bash.
Except Bastion's a mobile game. It still looks better. This better be a mobile game because this looks awful for a full release.
Like the animations aren't even smooth.
Yeah, it's very mobile looking.
Yeah.
If this is like a major
Switch
PC
characters on the fly. Wow, that's
They're gonna give this
that's
away on
huge,
Epic
dude.
for
Chat
free.
is being so funny. Like half the comments are like, it
a
plays just
Steam
like
game.
Bloodborne.
What?
It literally looks like Bloodborne 2.
What is the animation of that bear?
I don't know.
Go fight fantastic.
What?
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
The
That should have been on
limited
mobile.
demos for both games have also been made available on Steam. So head on over to
Distant- wait, those are two
PC
games?
Steam
The
to
Distant
different
Blue was
games,
the
yeah.
first one with the alien.
Oh.
What?
What is
Okay.
that?
What?
It looks like that Three Musketeers game we used to play in like 2007.
Oh yeah.
The Flash game. That game was fun. But wait, what was that?
I don't know.
On guard.
Okay, this looks semi-interesting. Maybe not.
This looks like one of those free games where you use the free like polygon assets.
Yeah.
Wait.
What does that remind me of?
I'd rather play Secret of Monkey Island or Return to Monkey Island.
A playful
Okay,
hero.
no. Quirky.
Playful.
What?
Uh,
I mean, the combat doesn't look too bad. Like, a bit clunky, but it looks like it could be fun.
Go play Dishonored if you want something like this.
This is nothing like Dishonored. I think this is mainly about sword fighting, which, if you think about it, when was the last time there was a good sword fighting game besides Chivalry?
Engarde.
on guard.
I don't know. That's could be interesting.
The demo.
Doesn't seem like. Oh,
Oh,
Please
Whoa,
stop
Whoa,
dancing.
chill,
What?
please.
A swashbuckling action adventure which is coming.
how do you sleep at night doing this?
Wishlisted now on
No, it's not
Steam.
their fault. They're making them do it.
I'm sorry. Sorry for you.
What do you see?
Okay, well, for me, it's got to
His voice does not match his face.
Big rigs, big bucks, and snow trucks.
Sounds
Okay, that was now
young, but it's-
distracting,
Yeah.
Boy,
He sounds like he's in his 20s, but maybe he's 40s, 50s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nobody's going crazy right now.
Euro truck or whatever.
Be a trucker, not a truck.
What? Oh,
Oh, you can fill up with gas.
wow, this is revolutionary.
I already know Wilby's going nuts over this.
So we'll be watching now?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
I would rather play this than any of the truck simulators, though.
What?
Just because of that, you actually get out of the.
You can get out in Truck Simulator.
You can't. You're stuck in it the entire time.
Oh, you can't?
Be
Really?
a trucker. Why is it going backwards?
Hype music. Funny.
These games, the assets
Why
are
this
so old.
song?
Yeah, it's like it. I don't know. It reminds these types of games remind me of like the hunting games where it just look. They never.
Yeah.
It almost seems like they never improve in graphical.
It depends on which hunting game.
The
Call
Hunter?
the Wild is amazing.
The other, I don't know. There's so many. Like
All the other ones are
Yeah.
dookie, but Call the Wild is amazing.
It's like their graphics never get better.
Remember the Dinosaur Hunter the remake on PlayStation?
Yeah.
That was fun.
well with the tracker thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that
What was it
on
called?
Steam.
Dinos
Carnivores.
Carnivores.
Dinosaur Hunter.
Yeah.
No, I have that on Steam.
Yeah, I think I actually had it. I bought it too, or I got it cheap or something. What is this?
Yo, is it
Hogwarts.
Harry?
Yeah.
Well, the animations kind of look like Fortnite.
What?
Fortnite Battle
What is
Pass.
that weird knife?
Okay, let's see gameplay though. That's what I'm interested in.
I don't know, even the cinematic's kind of weird looking.
Is it first person?
I don't know.
Okay, that looks better.
This better be a first
It's
person
still
game.
cinematic. I don't really know what's going on right now. What?
Ah, come
The
on.
Book Walker. There's no act. Oh, there's a demo.
Why didn't they? If there's a demo, why didn't they show gameplay?
I don't know.
I want you to play the
That
demo.
reminds me,
I like almost got intrigued by it.
Yeah, it was starting to look semi-interesting, and then they and
Walker Thief of Tales is coming to PC,
Oh,
Xbox,
was he in a
and
book?
PlayStation on June
I
22nd,
think so.
and
Oh.
you can play a free demo for the game on Steam.
Could be
after the
interesting.
show.
Okay, here's a new trailer for Deceit 2.
Deceit.
Oh,
Deceit 2? What?
Wrapped up in Unreal Engine 5.
I didn't know that was a bigger game. I thought that was
There's
just
still
a
an
random Steam
audience
game.
for it,
I mean, it looks good.
but they're building it in Unreal Engine 4.5.
This is another Dead by Daylight type thing.
No, it's not.
It is way different.
It's actually we played it.
It's not bad.
It was decent.
You solve puzzles.
it's more like one person's the person. You got to figure out who it is.
It's like Among Us.
Oh,
slash
yeah, yeah.
Dead by Daylight slash I don't know, something else.
Hmm.
Because you can actually defend yourself.
Huh.
What?
.gg.
I bet there's quite a lot of people that are excited for that actually.
Hmm.
I love the comments. One person just said terrible. Try hard Among Us.
But of course, lying is only one part of our life. for some of us. and
Where's she putting her hands?
Our next game features the rest of it. It's time
She was like really awkward, like
developers of Life.
I mean, it's kind of weird. They don't have a podium or anything. They just
Yeah.
stand there.
Hi, Future Game Show.
What is this?
King Choi, Studio Director of Marketing at
Life.
Sonic, with
His name's King.
wait, what was that game? The Book Walker?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm still curious about the dinosaur one.
When we first announced the game back in March of this year.
Dinosaur game.
For the very first time, welcome.
Let's see.
Life by You is designed to be one of the
The
most
Sims?
laudable and open world life simulation games. Launching on PC as an early access title this September, Life by You is opening.
See,
up
what's
a
this called?
whole
Summer of
new world
Games?
creative
This is literally
possibilities.
just.
Oh.
Be in total control of the humans that you create,
What?
the towns that you build, and the
Yo.
stories that you tell, driven by real
What's that?
language
The Book
conversations.
Walker.
And most
Oh.
importantly, live out
Is
the
it a third
lives and
person?
stories that you
Yeah.
create
Is it just a
in world
like a
without limits.
walking?
I don't
And
know.
oh yes, mods. We here at Paradox
I think
Exotic
this is the
are
Capcom
genuine
dinosaur
development
game.
DNA and a great game for Paradox
Possibly. I keep
Interactive
seeing a
film
bunch about that, but I don't see
especially
any
when it comes to community
Like,
images.
and experience.
Wait a second. It might be like you go into different books and it's different styles.
Hmm.
That's kind of cool, actually.
That is cool.
Let's
see.
Someone's just doing the trash can emoji.
Just for future game shows.
Oh, it looks so bad.
Oh, wait.
Oh, goodness.
Here's my human.
Is it Exoprimal?
No, Exoprimal is something different.
Huh.
Exoprimal is like robot dinos.
Oh. We could, I don't know how long we're gonna watch this for. We can end it soon if there's no one watching.
It looks like Blasphemous Soulsborne.
Wow.
No one wants this.
I mean, we can probably end it.
That's
Ugh.
I'm curious. Let's just see what the next one is, and then we'll end it.
Okay.
Oh,
That was a great
oh
a
no,
great
no.
commercial.
I feel like when you have to have someone talking about what the game is, you already know it's not going to be very good.
Epic
Yeah,
pretty
Game
much.
Store pre-order exclusive.
The best games can speak for themselves in a trailer.
Ugh, I'm sorry. What?
Life by You is coming to Steam Early Access on September 12th, 2023. So make sure to wishlist it.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Switch things up for a sec.
Might be the Lost
The
Wild.
Future Showcase first appeared in our spring showcase earlier this year, and now it's back.
Shut up, Peter.
popular demand. So, let's swing
He
over
sounds like he
there
could
and
be,
see what's new in the
Matt
world.
Pett.
I see.
Yeah.
If he tried, he could imitate him pretty
Let's
well.
see what's new in the world
Who,
of
Matt Pat?
virtual reality.
He seems like he could imitate Matt Pat
VR?
pretty well.
Huh.
It's all new. What do we do? Any ideas, Yuri?
What is that?
I see a highlighted path, so I guess like any
VR
good
game,
video
I guess.
game
They said
protagonist,
VR?
we should follow it blindly.
Sounds
Why are they
right to
still
me.
Uh.
Here's our first game. A reimagining of a
That's VR
dream
stuff, I
cast
think.
cult classic
Mm.
that lets you play squash in space. Let's check in with
Squash?
Steve
All right, this is a
Squash
sports
VR.
game next. All right, good time to end it.
Yep.
Anyone watching currently? I haven't checked. No?
Melon.
Oh, Melon's watching.
Melon.
Melon.
What's up, Melon? All right. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Pretty decent summer game fest, and
Okay.
still probably more things to come,
It's still going on,
but
so
nothing major.
everything's gonna be pretty much done when the podcast goes out
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
So
So
we'll see. Maybe there'll be some good stuff for not Stargate. What's that called?
what was it
Starfield.
Yeah,
That was
Starfield.
Siri going
Oh.
off. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.